All right, let's jump right in. You know that old saying, the best things in life are free? Well, when it comes to getting a real competitive advantage, is that actually true? Today we're going to explore the massive difference between paying for quality and just settling for what's free. And honestly, that choice might be the single biggest thing separating the winners from the crowd. So let's get right to the core question here. What really separates the top 1% from literally everyone else? Is it just dumb luck? Some kind of secret genius they were born with? Or is it something way more deliberate? We're about to find out, and I think the answer is going to change how you think about investing in yourself. Okay, so what you're seeing here are two completely different universes. On one side, you have the average Joe. They're running on public info, the stuff everyone else has already seen, and making decisions based on gut feelings. But then you look at the 1% investor. They're leveraging proprietary, private data and incredibly sharp analytical tools to build a genuine strategic edge. It's the difference between being proactive and just being reactive. So let's talk about that average Joe playbook for a second. This is the world most of us know, right? It's all built on what's easily accessible, the tools and info that don't cost you anything up front. But as we're about to see, free often comes with a very, very hefty price tag. And this is the typical information diet. Think about it. Public news articles, free social media groups, analysis from yesterday, random advice forums, what do they all have in common? By the time you get the information, it is old news. The opportunity has already passed. The problem is simple. When information becomes free and widespread, the unique advantage is almost always gone. You're playing catch-up from the second you start. Now let's flip the script and look at the top 1% edge. This has nothing to do with getting lucky. This is about systematically, deliberately building what you could almost call an unfair advantage. And it all starts with a mindset shift, treating your tools and your information not as a cost, but as a crucial strategic investment. The entire game really boils down to this one powerful concept: information asymmetry. It's just a fancy term for having an edge because you know something that other people don't. See, the goal isn't just to get information, it's to get high-quality, superior information before it hits the mainstream. That's where all the value is. So how do they actually build this edge? Well, it pretty much stands on three main pillars. First, they invest in professional-level tools. We're talking advanced platforms that give you real-time data, not yesterday's leftovers. Second, they get access to private networks, exclusive paid groups where high-quality, vetted insights are shared, far away from all the public noise. And third, they seek out elite mentorship. They learn directly from the best in the business. And this brings us to probably the most important mindset shift of all. We have to talk about the hidden cost of free. I know it sounds totally backwards, but chasing after free resources can actually be the most expensive financial decision you ever make. This chart just lays it out perfectly. The true price of free isn't zero, not even close. You pay for it in wasted time, trying to sort the good info from the garbage. You pay for it in costly errors made because you followed some bad, unvetted advice. But look at that third bar. That's the biggest cost of all: missed opportunities. The chances you never even saw because you just didn't have the right tools to spot them. So here's the key takeaway. It's time to stop thinking about premium tools and education as just another expense. That's the wrong way to look at it. You need to reframe it as your single most important investment, an investment in your own competitive advantage. And hey, this isn't some new idea. Benjamin Franklin said it hundreds of years ago. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. The tools, the data, the mentorship, these aren't just things you buy. They are investments in your own knowledge base. And that's the one asset that nobody can ever take from you. And it just keeps compounding over time. So I'll leave you with one final and, I think, pretty essential question to mull over. You've heard it before. In this day and age, if you're not paying for the product, you probably are the product. So you have to ask yourself, are you actively investing in your own tools to build an edge? Or, by relying on everything that's free, have you accidentally become the tool in someone else's game? The answer to that question, well, it could change everything.